Hello, I'm Black Knight 12, and this is my little guide to collecting Mort Myre Fungi, either for potion making or making lots of money. So here are a couple quests required. You have to have started Fairy Tale Part 2 to cure a queen so you can access the fairy rings. And you also have to have done Nature Spirit so that you can cast the bloom spell with your silver sickle. There are also a couple levels required. There's 40 magic so that you can teleport to your house, and there is 45 construction so that you can construct your chapel. But I guess if you use the Chef's Delight or any other construction boosters, you don't necessarily need 45 construction, you just need that chapel. You want to have a pretty high prayer. It's good to have high summoning, and you also want a decently high combat. To use the bloom spell, it requires 3 prayer points, so that's why you need a high prayer. In your inventory, you want your silver sickle, you want your teleport to house, and you want your beast of burden pouch, so that you can carry more fungi per load. You want to wear either your Drayman staff or your lunar diplomacy staff that you get from that quest, so that you can use the fairy rings. And Falador's shield is also good to have, so that if you unexpectedly get low on prayer and you don't have as much fungi, then you can just recharge your prayer that way, and you can do that once a day. So here's your altar, and also important, you want a glory amulet in your house mounted on the wall, so you can have unlimited glory, unlimited teleports to Edgeville, which is where we are going to go right now. We're going to start here at Edgeville, and this is where you're going to bank for each trip, and we are going to run to the fairy ring that is west of the Grand Exchange. What's useful about this route is that there's also a summoning obelisk right there, and it's really only a 20-second run if you don't use the obelisk. And then you're going to use the fairy ring. You're going to use the code BKR to get to the swamp. So you click that, and then when you teleport to the swamp, you want to run just to the north, just across this little pond thing right here, and there's a little group of 3 logs, and you want to cast your bloom spell in the middle of all 3 of these logs so that you have the best chance of getting the most fungi possible per trip. Sometimes you'll get 3, sometimes you'll get 2, sometimes you'll get none. It's really luck of the draw, but it's useful because if you're casting the spell on 3 logs, I mean, you have a better chance of getting the fungi. What's also I mentioned earlier a little bit about summoning. You want to have a pretty high summoning level, so you can take a beast of burden, so that if you fill up on fungi, then you can just fill up your beast of burden with those fungi, so you can get more per trip. And that's why it's also useful to have a high prayer level. Also, you can see the ghasts are attacking me sometimes, but they're not really doing anything to me because my combat level is pretty high, so I don't really have to worry about them. So I guess if you are a lower combat level, then you probably want to bring some armor to do this, so that they don't affect you. But other than that, that's pretty much it as far as the swamp. And you want to hit your home teleport when you're done, and you run right to your altar in your house, and you recharge your prayer. After you've done that, you just go right to your glory amulet, and you teleport to Edgeville, and then you bank there, and you run right back to the fairy ring, and you can recharge your summoning points on your way if you want. Okay, so that trip in total, though not in the video because I sped it up a little, but it took 4 minutes. In 4 minutes I got 41 fungi, and that's with a lot of misclicks, and I tellied 1 bloom cast too soon because I still had 3 prayer points left at the end of that, if you look closely on that. So in 60 minutes, that's 615 fungi every hour, which is actually 455,000 GP an hour. And that's with a bunch of misclicks, as I said. I mean, if you really focused, you can get up to 700,000 GP an hour if you have a lot of prayer and a good summoning level. So this method can really make you a lot of money and can really help you out in herblore. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps. And feel free to message me in game if you have any questions. See you later.